Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Good Night Meditation series. Some of you may be joining us every day, but some of you are joining, for the first time. And it's always a good idea to revisit and remind ourselves why this meditation is necessary for us before we go to bed. From experience, and also you might have observed, if at all we are listening to any song or singing some song while sleeping, what happens? The next day morning when we get up, the same song is either on your lips or there is that tune that, we start, just kind of singing. And then sometimes I wonder why I'm singing this song. And then I realize, oh yeah, I was listening to this when I was going to bed. And what happens is when throughout the day we do actions, there are certain impressions that those actions, they carry on our mind. Then some actions might be as per what we planned. And, in our definition of right action, they are right. And some actions may not be as per what we thought they would go, right? And then the mind carries certain impressions along. And what happens when we go to bed while sleeping? Now, those impressions, they pop up on the screen of our mind. So now the choice is ours, whether we want to sing a song of happiness, peace, having gratitude towards whatever happened throughout the day, or we want to sing a song of doubts, questions, or carry some burden, right? But yes, we want to choose this song of happiness and peace, but how do we do that, right? And what happens is those impressions, which are created on the screen of this mind, they are because, we have certain attitude towards that particular action. So when we go to bed, generally what happens is our tendency is, out of those 10 actions, if we think, okay, there are 10 actions that we did, the 9 or 8 actions are correct. And the rest 2 didn't go how we planned it to, right? Or something unpleasant feeling of experience is there. What happens is the tendency is we try to focus on those 2 actions which didn't go right. But there are 8 others which were perfect, right? But we forget to have appreciation and gratitude towards that. And hence, we withdraw from those impressions before going to bed and really focus and create that experience of gratitude. But for that, it's important to understand who is creating the experience and from what we are exactly withdrawing, right? And here comes the understanding of who we truly are, our true self, the spiritual being. Even right now, the sound is coming out from this mouth. And there is a certain experience, but who is experiencing that? Is this mouth experiencing it? Is the body experiencing it? Or there is this spiritual being, that being of light that is experiencing it. And when we say we are withdrawing from those actions and those impressions, the spiritual being, that invisible being of light that is acting through this body is experiencing everything, all those little feelings and experience of those tiny little actions they are creating. This experiencer is experiencing them. This is the true identity, the true self, which doesn't belong to this physical world. And it's like an actor in this body, in this world drama stage, and it is just playing this role. So let us now really try to create this, understand this being, and create this experience of gratitude for ourselves. So we carry those thoughts throughout the sleep, and the next day morning, when we get up, we have this beautiful experience of lightness and not any kind of burden on our mind. So sit very comfortably now. Make sure the breathing is natural and normal. And there might be any movements around or noise around. But just accept that physical environment as it is. And let us come in this awareness of this beautiful, angelic being of light. And that's the true self. And if it helps, we can also hold this image of a tiny star at the center of the forehead. And let us withdraw our attention completely from this physical environment, this body, and focus on this tiny star, a God-like being who belongs to the invisible dimension. And the true, the real nature of this being of light is of peace, happiness, and love, and spiritual wisdom. It needs nothing to exist. It is like a beautiful angel as an actor acting through this body. And throughout the day, whatever actions is being performed using this body, it experienced all the feelings which were created. And this being appreciates everything that happened and everything it has. Because everything is extra and gift to this beautiful spiritual being. The fact that we play our part every day using this body in itself is a gift. This body is a gift. Throughout the day, all the interactions that happen, all those other people, this being appreciate each and every interaction and everyone, because everyone, every person is just like me, this beautiful being of light. And everyone is actor acting through their bodies, playing their part, role. And no matter how the interactions were, whether good or bad, but I just let go and have gratitude for that angel, that spiritual being, for playing part with me. Have that spiritual love towards that being. Appreciate everything, all the physical facilities that I use throughout the day. And all the actions. I just withdraw from it, accept, let go, and have a feeling of gratitude. That is the stage, a state of being full. And that is what I choose and appreciate everything, because that is the experience. The attitude of gratitude gives that experience of happiness and peace. There is no good or bad action. They are just actions. The scene that happened is just a scene in front of me, not good or bad. I label that scene as good or bad using my attitude. And this being of light feels complete and at ease and peace and completely light with this experience. Now, let us keep this awareness that I am this beautiful spiritual being of light, at peace, and having an experience of happiness as we go to bed. Thank you very much